Good morning and welcome to Fort Seller Elementary School. This is your principal, Mr. Lin, and I hope that you had a wonderful Thursday yesterday. Today is Friday, March 4th, 2022, and it is a day 3. Now, before we kick off this day, I want to invite you, as I always do, to participate in the Mindful Minute. The Mindful Minute's a good way to get yourself to settle and to savor, and if you're really intentional about it, find gratitude in this moment, right here and right now. Okay, so let's just use our eyes for a moment and just scan our room, our environment, lock in on something that catches your eyes. Study it with gratitude and with a sense of thankfulness. Study every detail about it, from the color to texture to simply how far away it is, and come up with something to be thankful for. A reason to be thankful for that item. Now with your nose, breathe in and breathe out. Let your shoulders relax, but also savor with your sense of smell what you pick up and what does it remind you of. With your skin, notice what you feel, whether it's the temperature of the air itself, right? If you move your hand around, you can feel the wind, that's air. Maybe your clothing even. Once again, come up with something about your sense of touch to be thankful for. And then last but not least, just pause and listen. What are those sounds? Notice them, and again, be grateful. Now we're going to move to the breathing part of our breathing exercise, of our mindful minute. I'm going to move this forward because I want to do the cutting the cake method once again. And if you remember, this is the breathing technique that Lena taught us. As you breathe in, you cut forward. As you breathe out, you let it come back. Okay? Now, just get your body settled. Notice a chair. I like to close my eyes. You don't have to. Let's go ahead and take that first breath in and out. Settle into your chair. Now, where's your mind? Breathe in. Allow your mind to really just pay attention to what's going on right here and right now. Breathe out. If your mind is off wandering about anything else, about some time or place elsewhere than here, breathe in. Just simply bring that attention back to the here and the now. Breathe out. Also, think about the rest of your body, right? We start off by using all 5 senses to notice our environment. As you breathe in, look inward and notice a part of your body that you hadn't thought about recently. Breathe out. Like I haven't thought about my knees, for instance. So I'm going to pay attention to my knees. In my mind, I'm going to greet it, say hello. Breathe in. And then as I study my knees, I'm going to think about what it feels like, how it's feeling today. Breathe out. And simply just notice that sensation. Not worried about why I feel that way or that part of my body feels a particular way. Breathe in. Breathe out. And then move on to noticing your emotions, what emotions you've brought to school today, feelings. Breathe in. And breathe out. Let them in, those feelings. Seek to understand those feelings. Allow those feelings to know that you know they're real. Breathe in. And breathe out. The more you push them away and not let them in, the more they push back even harder. So if you let them in as you breathe in, it'll feel welcomed. As you breathe out, once they've shared with you what they need to share with you, they'll feel welcome to leave. Now in a moment, you'll hear a bell or a chime. Listen to it as it gets quieter and quieter. And when you can't hear it anymore, you may then open your eyes and awaken to the world that is around you. Welcome to a new day right here at the fort where you are loved, where you are cared for, and where we want you to succeed. Now, whether you have a great day or not, that's ultimately your choice. So choose wisely, work at it, and enjoy the rewards. At this moment, you know what it is. Time for, go ahead and stand up, face a flag for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. You can go ahead and take a seat. I want to thank you for joining me in the Mindful Minutes. Always good to know that I'm not doing it alone. This moment is special, and I love being able to share it with so many of you guys who are doing the breathing techniques with me. All right, so we have 3 expectations at the school. You know what they are. Number 1, show that you are respectful. Be respectful with your ears. Listen when it's time to listen. There's a lot of times to listen. And then you can use your eyes to observe. But then when it's time for you to talk, other people should have that same respect back to you. Don't forget, everything that we are asking you to do, you deserve to have back. If we want you to be respectful, guess what? We expect others to be respectful back to you. Okay? So that's pretty important for you to remember. Also, show that you are responsible. Okay, responsible with your hand and your feet. I talked about that coin drive yesterday, right? With that leprechaun somewhere around this school. But guess what? I love that many of you guys are continuing to be responsible, right? Dropping off coins in the right bucket and also not tampering and messing around with it. Continue to be responsible with your feet too. Remember, the hallway is a place for walking, not running. Be responsible with having helping hands. You know, at lunch, many of you guys are doing a great job picking up after yourself and then picking up trash from other people, or simply standing in line at a level 1. And it's getting better. And I love that. I love many of you guys are trying to put in that energy and that effort. Keep that up. All right. And finally, show that you are ready. Ready to learn. And by now, you know, ready to fail. There are times when failing is you might think is a bad thing, but it's actually a good thing because it's teaching you a lesson. So more often than not, failure is teaching you a lesson because you're not perfect. Neither am I. And that's why we're all in school. And I've asked you to keep trying and keep trying, but that also means that you're going to keep failing at times, right? And every time you get let down, you don't achieve your goal, try more. And if you fail again, try more. And if you fail again, try more. Stay one step ahead. Okay, and that's what being ready is. Also, being ready is just simply getting yourself prepared for the day. That's why when we do the Mindful Minute, many of you guys, I hope, are beginning to realize just simply pausing for a few minutes and just getting centered, being present, helps you in your mind just tackle the rest of the day. Okay? Finally, you need to hear this. Oh, I forgot. Our character trait of the month is cooperation. Let's work together. I see this in the cafeteria often. I see it in line. Some of your classes have some pretty good looking lines of students, and you guys are working together instead of rowing, but walking together, right? Oftentimes when you're in PE, I know that there are a lot of cooperative games where you have to work together. And once again, I've said this before, many of you guys are doing a great job working together to clean up the cafeteria afterwards. Shout out to you second graders, okay? So thankfully, I get to see cooperation from many of you guys every single day, but find ways in your own private life to continue to work with others to make this school a better place. By the way, if you do that, you're showing good citizenship too. Last but not least, I want you to hear this from me. I love you just the way you are. I love how you're growing. I love how unique you are, and love how special you are. And I always get sad thinking if I didn't have you, just how sad the school would be, how much sadder. Okay, you are that special to our school, and I love that you're coming to school because you just make my day. Okay, and I hope that you'll go share that message to others, other boys and girls, and other grown-ups, because truly, if you really study them, if you really think about them, I think you're going to like them just the way they are too. All right, can't wait to see you guys around. Have an amazing Friday.